What's up? What's up, guys? Today I'm working on a Cavalier 2002 model, and it's got a bad chirp on the motor. And I've noticed that if I spray some WD-40 on that idler pulley, it gets a lot louder. And so I'm hoping that it's the idler pulley. It could be the tensioner. So you can see there's no room to get anything in here as far as to work. I think if I take this motor mount loose, take the tire off, take this inner fender out, I think I can lower the motor down below that inner fender and be able to take the tension off, get the belt off, and possibly get that idler pulley off. See how far we get. Thanks for watching, guys. What a horrible spot for oil filter. So we're going to take this cover off. We'll take this inner fender out. Mine's barely hanging on anyway. I think there's several bolts underneath here, and we'll take that out. And I was able to pull it kind of together. I just took the ones that were, I should have left those in, but so I got that out. And had some cables here to unplug. I'm gonna try to lower the jack. I got it on jack stand back here, and see if the motor goes down. So the motor come down a little bit. I'm gonna jack it back up and take this take the bolts out of this top motor mount. Take some weight off of it. Had too much weight on it. I think I was pushing it up too high. Sure I don't do something stupid here. Going down real slow. I might should have turned my wheel to give myself a little more room. But so that idler pulley I need to get to is right there. So I can probably get to it with a wrench. Let me see if I can get my. So there's my idler pulley. Right. It's hard to tell. I need another hand. So there's my idler pulley right there in the center of the screen. Or yeah, the idler. There's my tensioner. So we can take the tension off, and I think I can get to my idler. So I got some tension off. Let's take it off this air compressor pulley. Alright. Oh, I'm going to have to get something to pull it down. A wrench is in a bind now. There we go. I can almost hear it almost sounds like bearings rattling when I turn that one, but it's very subtle. It may be hard to see on camera, but you can see how quickly it stops. You can see that idler pulley just spins for days. I think if that one was bad, it would have a little more play, and it would not spin so freely. I think this one up here is bad. It's got a bad. It just doesn't spin. It feels a little tight. there's no play in it. But I think the bearings are about shot. I can spray, like I said, I sprayed some WD-40 and hit the center of that, and it just squealed like crazy. So say hey to everybody. Come for the massage. So it is a 15 millimeter. A pain though. Whoever designed this, there's more room on the opposite side of the motor than it is on this side. 15 millimeter ratchet wrench, you'd be in business. It's hard to tell. The bearing's not shot. It doesn't have a lot of play. The belt's in good shape. Let me turn these other pulleys and see. Could be my alternator pulley. Sounds like it's this alternator. It's kind of hard to hear. It's got an awful squeak to it, and it just gets louder, but I don't know. I got some contact cleaner I could spray in there and see. So I think I'm going to take that pulley back, honestly. I think I'm just going to put the old idler pulley back on. None of these other pulleys make any sound when you spin them. The only one that makes any noise is this alternator. And it makes a squeaking noise just like that. And so I can't discount it. And so I think it just is what it is. If the alternator goes out, I'll replace it. But I mean, I hate to put $30 and it not even be it, because this pulley doesn't make any noise. And to me, this pulley spins more free than this one right out of the box. And so I think this is a case. So here's the chirping belt. And I think it is that idler. I'm going to spray it with a little bit of silicone and listen at it go away. So it's still squealing, so I'm thinking it's initially I sprayed some silicone on that center one and it quit squealing, and then I just sprayed silicone down in, just down into this compartment, and it's quit squealing. And so now I think it's my belt. And so what I'm doing now is I'm creating a squeal. I'm putting some soap on my belt so it'll start squealing. And then I'm going to apply silicone spray directly to the belt and kind of isolate it so that it only will touch the belt, and see if it stops the squealing. So here's the squeal coming back. And I think it's that belt is slipping. The car's been sitting for a long time, and I think that belt's just dried out. It's not cracked and dry rotted, but I think it's just dry. I just have some heavy duty silicone. I'm going to apply a little bit of silicone just on the belt right here above the air compressor. And listen, it'll just stop instantly. So guys, it turned out it was the Serpentine belt. You can see it's all nice and quiet, no squealing. Everything's running on track. I think what it is, it's hard to tell on the grooves. The grooves inside of that Serpentine belt were just kind of wore out, and so they were setting down inside, and I think it was just rubbing and slipping. This one, the grooves are much thicker, and it just sticks. It's got more friction, and it runs a lot smoother. It's not sliding on the belt. So alternator is going to run better, power steering is going to run better, and so ultimately $23 for this belt. Replaced it, and so now I'm going to reassemble everything, guys. Maybe that helps you.